Hi everybody, Melon's behaving strange today, so I hope that we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group We Share Abundance Publicly. But it isn't working the way it usually does, so hopefully things are okay. Anyway, I'll be checking in our Facebook group in a moment to see if we are in fact streaming live, and I will apologize to people that are watching on Twitch and YouTube. We don't tend to see comments from there, so if you've got questions to ask, you're best in the Facebook group. But whichever platform you're on, you're very welcome, and we're grateful for you giving up your time on a Friday evening, as it is in the UK, Saturday morning, as it is in New Zealand. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, we're thankful and grateful for you being here, and you are very welcome. Let me head over to our Facebook group and see what's going on. It's We Share Abundance Publicly, and when I get there, hopefully we will see me broadcasting on April the 29th, which is today, Friday. And we've got my sound on. I got to get rid of that. I think it's working, but it was a very strange experience in the Melon app. It didn't look like it was going to be working. Okay, so we have Russ Cowley at the top of the comments list, and he's from Newcastle in the UK. And then we've got Dave Jackson from London, UK. Andrew Dean from New Zealand. Russ Cowley letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. We've got Akini from Nigeria. Richard Atkins from Devon, UK. Norman Firth from Doncaster, UK. And we'll give it a minute just to let other people come in. It's 5 past. I don't think there's any Avazoo broadcasts on today, but I have a meeting at 8 o'clock, so we'll want to get finished to give me a chance to get into that meeting at 8 p.m. While we're waiting, we can review the sport. We got Peter from Kettering, UK. Yeah, not a good day for Lancashire, good day for Hampshire in the cricket. What else is going on? Not much, I don't think, today. Tomorrow there is a lot of football and some rugby, and the Ladies Six Nations is creating interest. I mean, I can't get into female rugby as a sport. It doesn't, I mean, I'm just old-fashioned, I suppose. I don't know. But the England team are strong favourites to win the Six Nations again. The only two teams that really contested at the moment are France and England, and they're playing tomorrow. And we've got John from Houston, Texas in as well. Sam Houston. Okay. Welcome to everybody. We have as well Ramachandra just popped in from India. He is a UK resident, but he is in India at the moment. Tomorrow we've got a big game on for the guy at the top of our comments list here, Russ Cowley. They are playing Liverpool at home, and I would love them to get something out of that game. I would be delighted if they won the game for two reasons. One, I like Newcastle. I've had many good times up in Newcastle in my youth, around about late teens, early 20s. Used to go up there a lot, had a lot of friends up in Newcastle, and I have been to St James Park with them, and we had a lot of fun. And of course, Russ Cowley is one of our staunch members, and he's a Newcastle supporter, so he's forecasting 2-2. I'd be happy with that, Russ, if that comes off. I'd prefer it if it was 2-1 in favour of Newcastle. I'm not sure Newcastle have the firepower to score 2 goals against them. I'm not sure they've got the defence to keep Liverpool out, but they are getting better and better, so let's keep our fingers crossed. The other reason for me wanting Newcastle to win, of course, is that the team I support, Manchester City, are in a title race with Liverpool, and any points dropped by Liverpool are beneficial to Manchester City. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for the early kickoff tomorrow. And we got Stanley Ezekiel from, I think, Nigeria, saying hello to everybody. And we're at 8 minutes past the hour now, so we'll get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. Through that love, each member may find the joy of service, and through service find true happiness and attract into their life everything that they want and need. Amen. And a little affirmation: we are a cloud nation. We have members from all over the world, every continent, most countries are represented. So we are very cosmopolitan, and we are the United States of the world. And we're happy and grateful to be members of the United States of the world, citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come on earth as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmonies, that we may all become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. And if we can change ourselves in that way and free ourselves from divisive inharmonies, just become loving to all regardless. Not easy, but it's the way forward. And if we can do that, we can help banish a lot of the problems that are in the world today, and we can spread that philosophy. It will help. Is that going to help us on our mission to banish poverty? No, but it'll bring better feelings between people all over the world. To banish poverty, we've got 2 main avenues that we can go down. The first is to help people generate a little bit of income. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to give them hope that they can see changes, the way forward. And we're working towards that. There are a lot of people, of course, that are making money with our Easy Business Builder and automated withdrawals, and simply by giving away coupons in our Success on a Plate program. We give you the coupons free, you give them away free, and you get paid when somebody uses a coupon. Doesn't get much simpler, and we've got people making money on a regular and consistent basis with that program. We've got a lot of people that for whatever reason don't give away coupons. They should, because it helps everybody. It helps them, and it helps the people that receive the coupons. But for whatever reason, a lot of people don't, and they are looking to be able to cash in the We's Abundance tokens that we give away on a regular basis every month on the first of the month. And they're building up a portfolio of wealth for our members, but we need to improve the liquidity of the tokens so that we can get those people able to sell some of their tokens. When they need a bit of cash, they'll be able to go and sell them. And at the moment, we don't have that liquidity. So we're working towards it through lots of different avenues. The Easy Business Builder helps the liquidity. The Success on the Plate program helps the liquidity. And the Cash Cow program, which is totally done for you business, helps the liquidity. Or it will be as soon as we start getting traffic in, which should be starting maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I've still not uploaded the information in all of the accounts that we'll be using with All-in-One Profits, but that will be done over the weekend before the traffic hits. So there we go. We are all prepared. Another way we have of raising money is through third-party programs. We look for programs that people can get involved in, that they can make money without too much risk. There is always a risk in anything that you do, any business, whether it's a brick and mortar business, whether it's a franchise, whether it's an online business, whatever it may be, there is always risk involved. And one program that we're in at the moment, which is COTPS, whatever that stands for, it's an arbitrage program, and we've been in that just for well, it'd be a week on Sunday. We started last Sunday, so a lot of our members are in there. Everybody is making money on a daily basis, but it doesn't really count until you've made enough to get your seed money back out. And that takes anything up to about 30 days, depending on how many times a day you log in and click a few buttons. Effectively, or in theory, you can log in every 2 hours, which would be 12 times a day. But in practice, that's not going to happen, even with an automated system, because the transactions don't always complete bang on 2 hours. They're usually 2 hours, 5 minutes, 2 hours, 10 minutes. So it pushes things over a little bit. So with the best will in the world, you're looking at probably 11 times that you can log in each day. And each day you log in each time you log in, the arbitrage will benefit you to the level of around 0.3%. So if you log in 10 times in a day, that's 3%. So if you've got $100 in there, it's $3 a day on your $100. 30 days is $90 profit. But there's more than that because it compounds. So in actual fact, in about 28 days, you would have more than your money back available to be withdrawn. And then you would be operating for free. So that can be very lucrative. When it gets into a few months, the income that you can derive is very big. But there is a risk, like any other program. You could it could disappear. Okay, it won't be the first and it won't be the last if it does. But it could be around for another 2 years, another 5 years. We don't know. But once you've got your money back, you've got no risk involved in it. So that is a one of the programs that we're on. And of course, all the proceeds from the main account, the We Share Abundance account that I control, go into the liquidity pool. And the more money we get in the liquidity pool, the better the chance we have of making payments to people. Of course, the members themselves that are involved, any profits that they make goes into their pocket. So it's a win-win situation. And it's only $9 to participate. And everybody that participates not only helps themselves, but they help the We Share Abundance community as a whole. We have also a program that's been recommended by one of our members. He asked me to have a look at it. I respect this gentleman very much, and so I had a look at it. I mean, I get offers from our members, many of them every day. I don't have time to look at them all, but this particular gentleman is a very staunch member and very upright, and he said, you know, this program looks good for our liquidity pool, and it does. And so we put it into the downline builder, and it's there. And I've forgotten what it's called. Just a minute. It's called, what is it called? Metafy Yielders. Okay, Metafy Yielders. And once this is totally passive, you don't have to log in or anything. But up to 2,500, it'll pay you 1% per day for 5 days a week. So you'll make 5% a week on anything you deposit. And at the end of 30 days, you get everything back, including the income that you've made. If you are prepared to deposit $2,500, you get 3.3%, and that will double your money in 30 days, 30 working days. Or very close. It'd be 99.9% added onto your initial deposit. And it comes to you, as I say, it's paid automatically each day. And it looks to be a well-run program. The site is very good. The person behind that developed the program is open and honest. He's there. He's not hiding behind an alias or anything like that. But it might be a little bit too rich for some of our members. 2,500 is quite a stake. I mean, and is it a risk? Yeah, everything's a risk. It's probably not as big a risk as the let's put it at sort of a medium level of risk, if you like. I don't know what you would class as low and what you would class as high. I think the CO TPS program is on the high side of medium. I think this program is perhaps even on the low side of medium risk, but every program has a risk. As I say, the difficulty with it for most members is that you've got to be able to put $100 in, and that's a lot for a lot of members. But if the COTPS program runs well and does well, maybe some of our members will be able to diversify, because it's always bad to have all your eggs in one basket. So it'd be nice for them to make $100 or $1,000 or a couple of $1,000, $2,500, and get it into this program, and then that'll double every month. And if you're doubling every month, 2,500, it is a significant figure at the end of 12 months. Excuse me a moment. Felt like a tickle there, but I don't know. You know, 2,500 in 1 month is 5,000. Double that, that's 10,000. Double that, that's 20,000. Double that, 40,000. Double that, 80,000. 6 months, 160,000, and you've only started with 2,500. So it's a real good program. And of course, you take it for another 6 months and you're talking real big money. So it's a good program, a very good program, but you've got to get yourself up to that 2,500 level to get to that doubling every month. But maybe the CO TPS program will help some of our members get there. Even starting with $9, that can grow quite quickly as well, with the compounding every 2 hours that is involved there. Okay, let's have a look now who else we've got coming in. We saw Stanley from I think Nigeria. We've got Kingsley from Manchester, Nankumar from India / USA, Richard Atkins from I think we've seen Richard, but he's from Devon up the road from me. I heard mention of St James Park. Exeter City are in with a chance of winning League 2 Old 4th Division. Tough game at Northampton tomorrow. Load of old cobblers. Yeah. Northampton are known as the Cobblers because Northampton is where traditionally that they were a shoemaking town. I remember many years ago, I was at Main Road watching Manchester City play Chelsea, and at that time, I don't know when it would be, in the 60s perhaps, popular fashion were Chelsea boots. And there was some banter going on between the City fans and the Chelsea supporters about Chelsea boots. And I can clearly remember, and I can hear it as clear as day, this Chelsea supporter shouting back, "They don't make Chelsea boots in Chelsea, you know, they make them in Northampton." And I can remember it really, really clearly. Anyway, load of old cobblers, as Richard says. Who else have we got? Akpamade from Nigeria. In our bed. Hello, Graham. I'm still not satisfied about this inactive login status thing. I've sent flags, but nothing has been done about it. You mean you've been on to support? If you've put in a support ticket, it has been answered. All tickets are answered within 24 hours, usually much faster. If you've not seen the response that you get in your email, it's because either it's gone into a spam folder or another folder, not your inbox, or your email provider is blocking that email. But you should log in to the support desk with your ticket number, and you will see the response that they have given you. Okay, so it's there. It has been attended to. I know it has. I check the tickets on several times a day to make sure that there aren't any outstanding, or there aren't any that have been referred to me because they need to be referred to me for whatever reason. And we got Bhakti from India in as well. So, you know, get back to support. And he's from Cameroon. Okay. Cameroon. My father once had a chance of a job there, but we didn't get it, so I never went there. Excuse me. But I remember him applying. My mother was never sure about it anyway, even if he'd got it. But I suppose she'd have gone. Okay. So that's been through the third party things and such and such. Devyani today has continued working on the messaging system. We are polishing it up. It's quite bright already, but we're going to make it really shine. So there are things happening in there which will make it, it'll improve it no end. And that is taking a while. It's a big job, but she's been on it for a couple of days. She will be in on a Sunday to run the month-end process, of course. We'll have the free raffle where you'll get allocations of Wheat Abundance tokens, sometimes a few cents, sometimes a few dollars, possibly tens of thousands of dollars. They are there building that wealth, that security for you for the future. So that is that's going to be happening on Sunday, because that is the first, and we run it every first. There'll also be the transfer of any funds that you've got in your US dollar wallet into your Wheat Abundance wallet, so that you can use them for staking pools, and you can also use them to PIF people into pools if you choose to pay it forward for them. I've not checked, but that should be there and live now for staking pools. I've not checked on it. I looked at it yesterday and it hadn't all propagated, but Devyani assured me that it would be there, and I just neglected to check it. So that's where we are, and that's what's been happening with that. The messaging, I'm hoping we will get it completed Monday or Tuesday, and by that time I'm hoping we will have got the contract sorted out with the KYC company, and we'll be able to implement that. So we're moving forward. We're moving forward. So Eno says, yes, support ticket. Yeah, I gathered it was support tickets, Eno. They have been answered, definitely. So just log in with your ticket ID and you'll read the answer there. And you can also respond to the ticket if they've asked you for additional information or whatever. But there is also, let me find the link for you. There is also in the FAQs, and I'm putting the link in the chat there, the information about active membership. Eno says I should visit Cameroon someday. It's a good place to visit. Yeah, there's loads and loads of places throughout the world that are lovely, I'm sure, to visit, but I got my dog. If he can't go, I don't go. I wouldn't put him in the hold of a plane. I've done that with dogs previously. One of them got really traumatized. He was took him several days, probably 10 days to get over it. So it would mean driving all the way, and I'm not sure that is on the cards. I'm hoping later in the year to get to Portugal, and of course that will be driving, but that's not too bad. It's not too far, just through the Channel Tunnel, and take our time, do it in 2, 3, 4 days. So that'll be nice when we get to be able to do it. In theory, we can do it now, but I don't want all the hassle with COVID. Let's wait till people have got fed up with telling people they've got to wear masks or have certificates and all this sort of stuff. Okay, so there you go with that. So that's where we are on the development. All of the I'm not sure whether I mentioned it, but the COTPS plan, there is a code that you can implement that does the logging in for you automatically. So you don't have to log in every 2 hours and click buttons for a few minutes. Well, no, a few seconds probably. It's probably under 2 minutes if you do it manually. But the code will do it for you. And you can put that in place, no cost, on your computer. I couldn't get it to work on mine, I've got to be honest, but I'm not the best with codes and technicalities and computers and all that sort of thing. So I know that other people have installed the code on their computers and it works fine. But the the thing about it is, if it's on your computer, is you have to leave your computer on all the time, because if your computer's switched off, of course, it can't log you in. So it has to be switched on, and with no screensaver. It has to. You have to set it up so that it's on 24/7, and the code will work fine. Okay. Or it will if you set it up right. I think I must have done something wrong when I set it up on the computer. But there is another option, which is to have it on a virtual server, a VPS. I don't know what the P stands for, but the V must be virtual and the S must be server. I don't know what the P is, but they call it a VPS, and it's a virtual server. So you can set it up on that virtual server, and that is live all the time. The only thing about that is you have to pay for the server, and it's about $14, just under $14. I can't remember the figure now, but it's just under $14 per month. So you've got to be making in excess of $14 a month to make it worthwhile. So if you're at the $9 level, I wouldn't go for a virtual server. You forget the VPS, and go for it once you get up there. Once you're making, and it won't take you that long to get from $9 up to a few $100. If you don't draw too much out, you'll get there pretty quickly, and then you could put it on a virtual server, because if you've got like $300 a month income, to be paying $14 a month out of it is no big deal, is it? To just automate the whole thing, and your computer doesn't even have to be switched on. So it's a good option once you've got a bit more cash involved there. But when you're just starting out, and if you're starting, I mean, you don't have to start out at $9, but you start wherever you're comfortable. But $9 is the minimum. And if you're starting out at that minimum level, you only make $9 in the month, and you're paying $14 for a server. You've lost $5, haven't you? So it doesn't make sense. You've got to wait until you've got a bit more cash in your account until you go for a virtual server, VPS. But the information about it is there. It's the same setting it up on a virtual server as it is on your computer. The only difference is you've got to set your virtual server up first. But once you've done it, it's exactly the same process. You've got to have a Chrome browser, and then you run iMacros or something it's called on Chrome, and then you paste the script into it. That's it, really. It sounds very simple, and it is. But when you're my age, sometimes simple things involving technology take a little bit longer than it would take, a 6-year-old kid, and it took me a day. But you've only got to do it once. You've only got to do it once, and then it's done, isn't it? And you don't have to log in then, and it's just keeps adding money into your account, and it's compounding it all the time, and everything's good. And there is a message there. I set a page up on the website. It's not in the menu because it's there for people that are in our business. Really, we don't want to be giving the code away to people that are not connected with us. So it's not in the menu, but the message is there in your inbox with the page, and you can go there. And I've done 3 not very good videos, but I hope they'll help you. There's a PDF. The PDF is what I followed to get set up. But the problem I had, the big problem, the reason it took so long actually, really isn't because I did things wrong or was too naive or too technically inept. Not that I'm wonderful, but I can follow instructions. The reason that happened was because if you copy the code from the PDF, as it says in the PDF to do, when you paste it in to the macro in the box there, as it shows you how to do it, the code pastes as all one line. And when it's all one line, it doesn't work. It's got to post on 50 separate lines. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but it has to be that way. And I got the code from lots of different sources, and every time it pasted in went into one line. And this is why it took so long, because it took me some time to get the code from another source and another source. And eventually I got the code in a source that when copied, it pastes correctly. And I have put that source up there for you. Okay, so you've got that source, you have that available to you now, and you can copy that. When you paste it in, it should, I've tested it, it should paste it correctly into all 50 lines and work correctly. You've got to do with that code, then you can forget about it really. You don't, you can monitor the, hello, what's happened there? Oh, back again. You can monitor what's going on your own computer, but you can forget about the server. It'll just chug away in the background. But it has a maximum number of times that it'll run the program for you. And that'll last about 9 or 10 days. So about every 9th day, you have to go into the virtual server or into the macros if you're running it on your computer. You have to stop the program, you have to reset the number again, and then you'll start it again. And you want to do that at a time when your transactions have finished and they're at 0, so that it'll start doing things properly. So that'll take you, I don't know, a minute every 10 days instead of 2 minutes every 2 hours, if you can be around every 2 hours. Some people can't do it every 2 hours. They go out to work, or they've got kids to look after, or they just fall asleep or whatever, So that's why that code is there. There's no cost to it. It's there. It's available for you. If you run it on your computer, it's totally free. If you choose to have a virtual server, like I've chosen to do, then it's about $14 a month. Well worth it if you've got sufficient income coming in, and it'll double pretty much every month. What you decide is sufficient is up to you. Maybe you think $50. If you've got $50 in there and you're making $50 a month, you can afford to give 14 of it away and let the rest build. It's up to you. But it's there. It's in your inbox. Numbers are about the same as they've been, I think. 15 net increase in registered members, an increase of 11 in our active members. Site ranking for both sites is down a bit. For We Share Abundance, down 64 places to 14,342. And for Multiply Weezer, down 260 places to 48,921. Multiply Weezer, no change in membership or anything there, but nevertheless, the revenue share is still paying out another $1 into the bonus account, which is now standing at $9,851.48. Weezer and Weezer Abundance tokens, these have looked funny. Coin Ranking didn't pull any numbers up at one point for with abundance, I think it was. And if you look at the chart, it just blank, and then it spikes up to like 300, and it's back down again to something. What's it down to? 169.42 when I took these figures. Don't know what it's at currently. Let's just have a look, because it's been a bit up and down a bit. It's showing at $202.10 right now. So things are going a bit haywire, and there's not the volume of trading to cause that. There's only $200 worth of trading, and there's no change in the coin ranking. It's at 817. I'm sure it'll even out in the near future. We changed to coin ranking because Waves was so erratic, and coin ranking had been steady and steady and steady, and Waves had been like up and down, crazy. And we changed to coin ranking. Coin ranking is now doing that, so hopefully it'll settle down. The Weezer token is climbing again slightly. It's 1/3 of a cent now. It was not showing anything yesterday. Once again, from coin ranking, just wasn't pulling a value for it. The day before that, it was 1/2 cent. And there's been a little bit of volume, nothing to talk about. $65 trading, down 66 places in coin ranking to 1,858. So those are your numbers, and those are your updates. And what else have we got? No more questions there. Let me have a look in the Melon app and see if we are getting any comments from YouTube or nope, not getting anything from YouTube or Twitch. Occasionally we do, but not today. Not most days, if I want to be honest. So that's it. It's 7:45. Say I've got another meeting at 8 o'clock anyway, so it's a good time to finish. It's been a nice day here today. It's been warmer than it has been. I'm not sure whether that's just because the wind hasn't been around. We've had a cold wind recently, but it's been a lot calmer today, and the breeze that there has been hasn't been sort of that biting cold wind. So this lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again tomorrow, same time, same place, to celebrate Newcastle United's victory over Liverpool at St James's Park in Newcastle. Okay, come on, get that Toon Army going. Okay, we'll see you all tomorrow. God bless, and this lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part.